Hey, welcome back. If you've watched any of my videos lately, especially the last one I talked about wanting to purchase the Canon C80, the Komodo X, the Blackmagic Pyxis, all of these new cameras that are coming out that just kind of, as you're watching, it's you're kind of watering at the mouth, kind of want to take a bite into one of these cameras. Long story short, I said, but everything that I have, I don't need any of these. I have everything that I need, especially when it comes to the A7S III. I've had it as long as I've had it. I've already found workarounds for the things that it didn't have in camera already. So I'm like, I don't need that. If I was going to step up anything, I'd probably buy a lens or a light or something that would help my cinematography. Now, I already have, a good amount of lights, but if you've already seen the thumbnail, you kind of know what's going on. And just out of nowhere, I ended up seeing really great deals that I just could not pass up. Now, if you're not looking, you won't find them, and that's usually how it goes. I stay away from the platforms, but because of all the hype, I'm on the platforms looking at what's going on with this camera, what's going on that. Let's look on the used market, who's selling Komodos at a cheaper price now, blah, 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 blah. And so being on eBay, because I love to shop eBay buying used, I saw some deals. But the first deal was this. This was one of my first lenses that I got when I got serious about using autofocus and zooms. This is the Tamron 28-75. It's been a fantastic, fantastic lens. Very cheap, especially when you compare it with the G Master lenses. It's very, very cheap. I think I got this for like 600 bucks. Anyway, when they all came out, the whole series, from the long lens, this middle one, and then the wide lens, they were all about 900 bucks. So I'm on eBay, I find the wide lens, the 17-28, and like I said, when you buy them new, they were 900 bucks. I found one for $400, and I'm currently recording on it right now because absolutely, I bought it. That's wide. Now, if you see it dark over here, it's not because it's vignetting, it's because that's where I have my light. I have my light right here. And like I've been saying, check this out. You don't have to get the expensive gear. I'm lighting this YouTube video with an extremely small Godox ML60, or you can have an Amaran 60 or an Aputure 60. It doesn't matter. 60 watt light with a small octabox on here, like a really small one. That was the thing. I was like, man, I really hope this lens works. I hope it's not a scam. And it came in, and it's, like I said, I'm using it right now. It's fantastic. The autofocus works great. I can't even say autofocus right, but it works great. It's a fantastic lens. So $400, I'm really happy about that. And that's kind of the point I was trying to make in this last video. But as you saw in the thumbnail, there's something else. And there is a story to this one. That's why this video seems to be a little bit longer. There's a story to this one. But let me show you. I'm so close to the camera. I don't know if you could see that. So yeah, it's an Aputure light. And it's not only an Aputure light, it's an Aputure 600 light. And it's not only an Aputure 600, it's an Aputure 600X Pro. What? So, let me explain. And I'm going to show you the unboxing where I'm like completely blown away because this is not what I ordered. But I'm always looking for deals, and I'm like, if I'm ever going to buy a light, the only thing I want to buy is 600 and up at this point, because I already have a 60 watt light, I have a 300 watt light. Those are going to just fill in the gaps. Everything else is, I want it big so that we can do some big stuff for, like, commercial lighting, and just, natural lighting, trying to mimic natural lighting. So I want bigger lights because they're going to be the most versatile. Obviously, a 1200D is a much brighter light, but it's bigger and more cumbersome to carry. So I'm really loving the 600s right now, and they're relatively affordable. Like a 1200D is $3,300. That new 1200X though, that's $2,900. And it's way better than the 1200D. Like, that's pretty impressive. Besides the point. So I'm online. I'm on eBay, and every time I see like my Godox 600D, the Godox no lid M600D that I got a great deal on that one. I got it for $650 used at B&H, and I was like, that was a fantastic deal. So I was always looking around for it, but I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to find a deal like this. So, and I'm open to any brand. Of course, I had most of my lights Godox, but I have one less now because I got this light, and so I have to sell one to make room for it. There it is. There it is. So like I said, I was just kind of perusing on eBay, and I'm looking for, whatever. And eBay is like anything else on the internet. Finds out what you got going, what you're looking for. It's going to push you stuff. And so the algorithm started pushing me, 600 Ds from Godox. There's not a lot on there. Not a lot at all. So I had a few saved. And so let me look at the Aputures, the 600 Ds. Because I've looked before. Aputure 600D usually goes for about $900 used. Maybe lucky $850 maybe, but I really didn't see anything. Mostly was around $900 used. So I came across one seller and I saw it for it was like $789, and I was like, that's pretty good. And then I'm always looking for, do you offer a make an offer? Yep, they had a make an offer there. So I $720. And they accepted it and they sent it out. And I opened the box, and just check out this footage and you'll see what I mean. Well, I'm kind of blown away at the fact that this came in an actual Aputure box, which means the seller kept it, which is a good idea. This looks unused. These wheels, they don't have any damage to the tread, which means it's pretty much unused. This looks unused right here. So it could be that they bought a new case for it when they sold it. Because what that tells me is if I got it for such a great deal and things are looking new, there might be a problem with the light fixture. And this is like somebody sent it in for repairs. They couldn't repair it, so they gave them a new one. And so they're still stuck with this broken light fixture. Instead of just throwing it in the trash, what they end up doing is, yeah, see? Completely locked, not been opened. All right. Okay. This is a Pro. This is an X. I did not order this. This is kind of tripping me out. So, I did not, what I ordered was an Aputure 600D. I didn't get a 600D Pro, and I definitely didn't get a 600X Pro. So, this looks unused, guys. So I'm very skeptical because, like, part of you thinks, man, I hit the lotto, I won. And the other part of me thinks, why did you just send me a 600X, a brand new 600X, for the price that I bought it at? Unless it's broken. Which is fine because I get my money back and I don't have to pay for shipping or anything like that. But what if it works? That'll be crazy. All right. Nope. Let's keep going. This is weird, dude. This is completely untouched. Okay, let's run the tests. Okay. It's working. It is working. I plugged it in. Everything is functioning properly, or it seems that way. Got it set to 10%, just shooting it into the corner right now, but I'm gonna run this for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. It's kind of while I'm sitting there editing, and let's see what it does.
So I'm gonna see what's up. I'm gonna message the seller. And I know you're probably thinking, don't message the seller. You kidding me? You just made out like a bandit. And the reason why I'm gonna contact the seller is because I wanna do things right. You know what I mean? What if somebody packed it wrong and they ended up sending the wrong light for $720 when this should have been like $1,720? And I would be just as upset if I made that mistake on my end and send it out. And now I'm on $1,000. So, all that being said, I'm gonna check with them and say, hey, did you send me the wrong light? And we'll see where it goes from there. If they say I could keep it, then wow, you know, what a come up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was just completely flabbergasted. The fact that I ordered a 720D and I got a 720X Pro. 720X Pro still today sells, at the making of this video, still sells for $1,990 brand new at B&H. You can find it from other sellers lower than that, or you'll find it on sale for about like $1,700, but still, that's kind of crazy when I bought the light for $720. Now, like I said in the opening video, I'm going to contact the seller and see what's up. So what happened there? I did contact the seller. I let them know, hey, did you send me the right light? I got the X Pro. And they were like, oh no, somebody else purchased another light at the very same time. And I got the boxes confused. And I was like, hey, I saw where it was getting sent from, which was Ventura, California, which literally is not too far from me. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, which that's far, but not across the country far. And I mean, you see the box. It's very heavy. Sorry, I'm over here hitting my lights. You see the box. It's super big. And it is heavy. And this is this is heavier than the 600D. The 600X Pro is heavier. So just the overall package is much heavier. For me to send it, which I'm not, because I wouldn't have to. They would have to pay for it. But for me to send it, that'd be over $100 USPS. Anyway, the point I try to make is, look, if you're willing to come travel down to my house, I will trade you, and I'll get it back. I do want the light that I ordered because I found a great deal. I want that light. And so they were like, well, let me see what happens. And I told them, by the way, I did open it because I thought it was my light. And you saw in the video, like, I didn't see any of the, like, there's the card on there that says 600X Pro. I opened it up. The ballast was right there, but I didn't see the X on it. I was looking right at this, and it was when I uncovered this that I saw X Pro, and I was like, oh, shoot. But it was already, like, and it's like I said in the unboxing video, there are a lot of sellers who will take a light, they will refurbish it, and then they'll sell it as an open box. So, but the one that I bought was used. And so that's why I was kind of tripping, because I was like, this looks new. Maybe it's just a new package. Somehow they got it on there, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I let them know I did open the box, so there's that. So they waited a few minutes, and they were like, you know what? It was my mistake. I sent it out to the wrong person, so you can keep it. And I'm like, are you sure? Because these are two very different lights in the sense of price. You know, obviously it's a bicolor light, but the price is way, way different. And you sold new versus used. And they were like, yeah, but because you opened it, I can't sell it as new anymore. So I was like, okay. You know, feeling a little bit bad, but obviously it's not my fault. And so I was like, you know, I wouldn't want that done to me. I want to do things right. As the scripture says, do unto others as you would have them do you. So that's what I wanted to do. Is like, I don't want to do you wrong. If we can make this right, I want to make it right. So I left it open on there, and like, if you can get that 600D and give it to me, I will give you this back, and you can sell it. I mean, you're not going to sell it new, but you can still sell it open box or used. Because right now, as of yet, I have not used this thing other than the test. So I ran the test, and the tests were fine. I ran this sucker for about 2 hours straight. No problems, no hiccups, wasn't loud, nothing. And I ran it at 100% for 2 hours straight. So everything was everything. It was all good. So needless to say, I mean, it's like, wow, just wow. Now, don't get me wrong. I am going to take this out on set, the next shoot that we have, which from today will be next week. So they have this whole time. And they have not messaged me back since they sent their last message. So as it now stands, this kind of seems like it's mine. And I'm willing to I'm willing to trade it up because like I said, I don't want them to, I'd hate for them to take such a large loss because somebody made a mistake. It happens, but if we can make it right, I'd love to rectify it. All that being said, if it doesn't happen by next week, I am going to put it out in the field. We're going to start using it. And that's that. So all that being said, this is just kind of to confirm what I've been talking about in the string of my videos when it comes to budget gear. Keep looking for the deals, because even if this was a 600D, $720 for a 600D is fantastic, you know. And I was really looking forward to that, and then it was just bolstered the effect by getting a 600X Pro. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm not going to be sad if they come back and they're like, hey, we got the 600D. Will you honor your word? Absolutely. Absolutely, because like I said, $720 for a 600D is a great deal. So I'm not going to cry about that at all. But you can get good deals. Keep on looking out for good deals. So for anybody out there who's on the budget and trying to get lighting or lenses or cameras or anything else, because I know that this audience is varied. Some of you guys, shoot, you guys got the top end of stuff, 1200Ds, 600Ds, 600 buys. You got the whole gamut, you know what I mean? And there are others of you who are running at the bare bottoms where it's like, you know, you got one camera and bare bones lighting, and that's just due to budget. Well, you can find good deals on some stuff if you're looking. And again, for me, I'm looking on my leisure. I'm not necessarily looking like I got to get a deal if I'm going to buy this light. If you got a business to run and you got to make it work, you just get what you got to get. If you can find a deal, fantastic. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Get what you got to get, right? Needless to say, I'm very happy. I'm very ecstatic that God just keeps blessing me in this way. So the next one will be a vlog the next time you see me, and I will see you on the next one.